Well, I think we had a great life. At least from my perspective, it was great because we had all these wonderful things surrounding us. You know, the bay here, Fletcher's Bay, and we could fish or dig clams or whatever it is. And then we would, there was more wooded in those days, and we used to have a wood trail that came to Fletcher's Bay Park there. And I was always at tail end because I didn't have a bike, and I had to run after my brothers because they had bikes. And I always remember that. But it was a wonderful time for us and the young kids because we didn't have the materialism that there is today. We took what nature gave us and play with it and go fishing and clam digging and all those things. And I thought it was a great life. You know, we didn't have any worries. I mean, the only worry we had was when we start dinner again. But here was, it's a gift of God. It just all these wonderful natural toys, if you will, and it was a, as I can recall, it was the best part of my life. Well, most of the Japanese citizens that lived on the island were engulfed in their farms, and they had very little time for anything else. But I do remember some of the nice times that we had with our summer picnics, and there was an annual summer picnic, and everybody would leave their farms and make nice lunches and the sake. And I remember several gentlemen laying in the ditch out in Foster Park, which is only a few feet from here, drunk and feeling no pain. And that's a very unusual situation that I ever confronted, but it was a lesson to know what sake can do for you. But those were memorable picnics they had. It was in Foster Park right here. There's a Foster Street now, but that's all that's left of Foster Park. But that used to be a park for citizens that lived close to the activity. And well, of course, you know what I strongly remember is that Bainbridge Gardens was not only a grocery store, it was a post office, and it was a meeting place for people who spread the news. And when you stop and think about it, there's lots of these grocery stores in those days, probably only a mile or two apart, and they were local post offices and gossip places, and that's how some of the news got around, because most of the people didn't have cars to go from one car to another, or one community to another, and that would be the meeting place for the news, the new news. Somebody's having a baby, somebody broke his leg, etc., etc. And so there was a lot of grocery stores on Bainbridge Island. If you do a history report on it, you can probably find that there's probably more than 12 grocery stores on Bainbridge.